Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm about to show you is Representative Hunt from Texas. This is one of the rising stars on the GOP. You might recognize him because we've covered him in the hearings in the judiciary against the ATF. He said some rock star comments in there as well. I'm about to show you a 3-minute clip, or a clip that I'm going to cut up from 3 minutes that he did on Fox News, where he excoriates what's going on and leaves nothing left on the table. It is glorious because, as I've said in previous videos, this Trump conviction, they've kicked a hornet's nest they cannot even fathom, but we're going to walk you through right now. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And this content is made possible by American Heart for Gold. I'm going to say a quick word and then we're going to get to this. And the content today is brought to you by American Heart for Gold. And brothers and sisters, with everything popping off around the world, wars cracking off, we've got inflation issues, we've got stock market volatility, we have cash concerns, we have oil concerns. It's a good time to take a look and at least know your options with American Heart for Gold. They are dedicated to offering gold, silver, platinum, coins, and bars for your investing needs. Whether you want to do it delivered to your door or you want an IRA, Roth IRA, 401k, TSP, they've got options. This is something you guys should check out. At American Heart for Gold, they aim to educate clients about investments in the precious metal industry, strive to provide unparalleled customer service built on trust, integrity, and absolute transparency, while holding a goal of achieving 100% customer satisfaction. Click the link in the description or call 844-727-3199. That's 844-727-3199 or text Langley to 65532. Again, that's 844-727-3199 or text Langley to 65532. All right, beautiful people. This is one of those things that we're going to cover and spend a lot of time over. Just over the next 6 months, simply because it's that important for ourselves and our children around our city, our civilization, and our country. Our entire system was just upended, and everyone knows it. But let me get to the point here. Like I said, we're going to cover a lot of it over time, but I want to show you what Representative Hunt said from Texas, because he articulates very well the way that he perceives this, and I think a lot of you do as well. Let me know in the comments field, but tell me what you think of this. Here's the first one, very short, then we'll get to the meat and potatoes.
If you are celebrating this, what happened to our former president of these United States of America, you are a despicable human being.
Any questions? So, now the reason that I put that in there is because he's not mincing words. And honestly, this is the important part. The left has put themselves in a position that they now find themselves extremely uncomfortable. And they are relying on you, conservatives, right, far right, gun owners, anybody you can imagine. They are relying on your overreaction in order to make the story about your reaction versus the actual issue of abuse of power that they just did. That's where we're at right now. And we're going to cover a lot of that because it's already starting to filter out. But understand, he's putting it right at the feet of the people who are doing this, blatantly saying you're a disgusting human being because you've manipulated and abused the system of government, of law and justice in this nation, and then he leaves it there and he pivots. That's the important piece. He lands the plane and he pivots. That's incredibly important, all right? This is where it needs to stay. But let me show you the next thing, because this is where there is nothing left on this field. There is smoldering ashes after this. Check this out. Again, let me know in the comments.
Politico reports that Biden's trouble with black voters are setting off alarm bells in the White House. Well, we have heard that before. What do black voters think about Trump's guilty verdicts?
If you're not paying attention to what's happening on black Twitter and on black social media, it's absolutely fantastic. People are going after this like you would not believe. We're talking about Joe Biden here. We're talking about if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black Joe Biden. We're talking about 94 crime bill Joe Biden. We're talking about the Joe Biden that eulogized a grand cyclops or a grand wizard in the KKK. Black people are aware of what's going on, and now the pandering has begun. That's why they're going to Philadelphia. That's why they're going to the black community, because they know that they are hemorrhaging the black black male vote like you would not believe. And by the way, if President Trump gets between 25 and 30% of the black male vote, which he is on pace to get, Democrats cannot win. And then now they are tasking Kamala Harris to go out and do black voter outreach as well. What an absolute joke. That's the canary in the coal mine. They are running scared, and the only way that they could stop President Trump is by trying to put him in prison. This is insanity. This has never happened to a former president of this country. He deserves respect, and I can assure you that he has just awakened a sleeping giant.
Well, any questions? Now, here's the beauty of what I love that he just did. There's a little the political aspect to this. One, he addressed Biden's growing weakest demographic support. Two, poured fuel on the fire about any type of questioning of that demographic to say, wait a minute, this is the same Biden that did this, and yet now he's pandering for my vote to save his bacon. That's weird. So you understand, this is masterful. What he's doing is he's blatantly calling them what they are, the abuse of the system. He's blatantly saying what they're doing, and then he gives a little jab in there for Kamala Harris, who brings her into the forefront of the conversation as one of the most unpopular vice presidents in history, in order to court the black vote back to save their bacon after they just convicted a guy, of which is going to resonate with... Exactly. They have kicked something that they cannot possibly get back in the bottle. It is impossible. If it stays exactly where it is, where they are the aggressors, where they are the infringers, where they are the abusers of the system, they are going to lose across the board. This is not just Trump. You are talking about a landslide victory that was never possible before because of their actions. That's the point. All right, let me get one more thing here because, guys,
I fought for something.
Oh, Lord.
We just celebrate Memorial Day. I fought for...
All right. Genuinely, this is one of the most pivotal moments in politics in my lifetime. And I'm like pushing 40. So like this is a really big deal. But let me show you the last thing he says and we'll kind of tie it all together.
I fought for something. We just celebrate Memorial Day. I fought for Lady Justice to be blind and Lady Liberty to be blind, and we are living in these crazy times. But one thing that strikes me as being very interesting is that this investigation was started in 2017. Yeah. And why are they bringing it up now? Why are you going to have this conviction that's going to come out 4 days before the RNC, the Republican National Convention? And so we're living in very peculiar times right now that the American public is paying attention to, especially in swing states and especially independents. The day is darker before the dawn, and November is coming, Stuart.
There's going to be two taglines that I think are going to be very popular political campaigns going forward from this. One, November is coming, which is kind of a play on the Game of Thrones thing. And then the other is Don the Felon. The left is going to try to make Don the Felon like a negative pejorative on him. It's going to turn into a fundraising campaign. Not only the fact that he also broke fundraising records in 24 hours from the American population, and it freaking broke the actual websites. Guys, I'm telling you, this isn't about Trump anymore, and that's what the Democrats could not allow to happen. This is about the entire system being weaponized against anybody that the system deems an enemy. That's the whole point. The day is darkest before the dawn. And you see that little light over there over the edge? That's the dawn, and it's coming. Because literally, the illusion and facade that everyone was trying to sell us of the system's not against us, it's not an abusive system, and there's not an overreaching bureaucratic state, just got ripped off in a very, very exposing way. And you guys are about to see some things that you've never seen before, culminating in an event in November. Everything that I've got is linked in the description box below. Let me know what you think, and I cannot wait to hear from you guys on this one. Let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.